Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel College Expedition. Good morning. In our today's video, we're going to learn something different, and hopefully this is something that is going to help you for your IELTS listening examination. So our today's topic is going to be about exam strategy finding keywords. So as I said, we are still focusing on listening part right here, but I want you to look this closer because we're going to learn something related to finding keywords. So when you are facing listening kind of type of question, you are normally given time before you listen. And the reason for that is that to read the questions first. But many people don't try to use this time to find keywords. Okay, so keywords are important for you and it functions as the hints for you to guess what are the answers. So why is it important? Because the keywords, if you find keywords in the questions, it will help you to find answers that might be come before or after the keyword. So that's the reason why you need to identify the keyword first before you start to listen. You have time, a couple seconds, to just get started finding out where the keywords are. I'll show you the examples. So as soon as you get the keywords, what you need to do is that to keep up with the tape. Start listening, but in your mind, notice when that keywords are mentioned. Maybe it's not mentioned exactly as they are, because sometimes in listening, the speakers replace the words with the synonyms. So you really have to be aware of the synonyms of the keywords you have got earlier when you read the questions. Okay, we're going to be practicing this shortly. Okay, let's keep moving to the questions that you are going to listen. But before that, let me give you the tip first. Okay, so the tip here, look at here, a small note here, yellow color. So read the questions carefully. Do not use more words than the question requires for each answer. You will lose marks if you do. So this is important. Read this. If it says no more than 3 words, so you have to write no more than 3 words. It means you cannot write 4, 5, or etc. You have to limit yourself maximum 3 words or less than that, depending on the context. So for example here, number 1, you see here can be harmful. Which of the following answer is correct? Passive smokers, passive smoking, passive smoking in particular. So if you look at this no more than 3 words, you kind of be aware of what you need to choose from these answers. So C is not right because 1, 2, 3, 4, right? This is 4. So you cannot choose this, even though contextually it may be correct. So A and B, passive smokers, or B, passive smoking. So what do you think? You may want to guess between A and B. Which one is better for the answer? Because this is less than 3 words. So one of these should be true. Okay, we don't want to discuss this longer. Let's keep moving into the real practice. Okay, so there is going to be an audio being played to you. So you're going to hear a talk given by Peter Powell, and he's speaking to a group of smokers on how to give up smoking. Before you listen, read question 1 to 6 and decide which part of speech, for example, noun or verb, could go in each space. And this is important as a strategy that you could apply. You may want to make a guess what a word's coming after that or before that. You can identify that whether it is a noun, whether it's a verb, depending on the context. I'll show you how to do that. So now your job is that, again, remember no more than 3 words. So you have to fill in the blank spaces here with no more than 3 words for each. Okay, let's look at number 1. To stop smoking, it is important to remember that there what? Okay? So look at the context there. What should come after there? There is, there, a verb or something. Number 2, having willpower means having the determination to what? Okay. And number 3, starting a hobby or blah blah blah. A friend can help take your mind off smoking. So you notice here is a noun or and should be a noun as well here. Okay. And yeah, for number 2, you know the determination to what? To verb 1 usually, normally. And number 4, another way to keep on track is to find suitable. So you notice here is an adjective. And you know that what comes after the adjective is a noun, right? So you can make a guess. Number 5, you may experience what? As your body becomes accustomed to less nicotine. So might be the answer here, the adjective. So number 6, you can buy smoking aids from supermarkets, or so here is a noun and here is a noun as well. So you can make a guess basically by knowing what comes after that, or a word before that uh, is acting as or functions as keywords that can lead you to find out what's coming next. So that would make you easier when you have to make a guess. Okay, now I will play you an audio. Okay, let me find an audio first, and then after that you will listen to this audio and you make a guess what is the right answers. Can you do that? Yeah, hopefully you would be able to do that because because it's important. Are you ready? Okay, let's get started.
Track 3. Good afternoon. Welcome to Stop Smoking Now. You're all here today because you've decided to stop smoking. However, making the decision to stop is just the first step. Yet if you follow these guidelines, no matter how tough it may be to begin with, rest assured you will be on your way to becoming what you want to be, an ex-smoker. The first thing to remember is that there is not only one way. What I'll give you today are various methods you can choose from. They all work and they can all help. The first method I would recommend is based on something we all have, but in different degrees, namely willpower. Of course, just making the decision to stop is an enormous act of willpower alone. But what exactly does this mean? It means having a strong mind, waking up every morning and telling yourself that you will not have that cigarette, no matter how much you may want one. To do this successfully, you really have to be determined to stay focused. You need to be in the right frame of mind. But this isn't as easy as it may sound, and it may mean doing other things to take your mind off having that cigarette, particularly when the urge is strong. I found that different things can help you do this, like taking up a hobby, or having a smoking buddy, someone you can phone up when the going gets tough, a friend who can help you think about something else. Remember that each time you don't have a cigarette, you will feel better and stronger. Of course, this method does not work for everyone, but there are other ways to help keep you on track. Another way is to use smoking aids. There are many types, so find one that suits you best. Take, for example, nicotine patches. You put one on every day and it gives you a controlled nicotine dose. Basically, you keep reducing the amount until your body stops craving nicotine. As your body gets used to less nicotine, you may experience withdrawal symptoms. Don't worry about feeling embarrassed people will notice, because many nicotine patches are see through. So, where do you get them? Well, you can buy them from your local pharmacy or supermarket. You can also ask your GP for a prescription.
All right, so now you are done listening to the speaker, and I guess you might have had the answers for each number. Okay, so at the bottom of the video, I will provide you a link to download the answer. So please download the answer when you are done listening to the speaker and try to see how many numbers you get correct and how many of them are incorrect. That way, you can actually analyze yourself and your weakness to see which part of the speaker information that you miss and ask yourself why you miss that information. Was it because you didn't pay attention? Or maybe you lost focus in between? Or maybe you focused too much on the question so that you were now aware of the words already mentioned, basically. So, a lot of factors that might contribute to you not finding out the answers. And some of them may be that you are too focused to questions and you didn't find the keywords ahead of time. Like I said earlier, the keywords are important because it's going to lead you to the answers. So, you know, from this practice, there are some things that you can start practicing with by identifying the keywords earlier on. And then after that, try to look at a question very quickly and see whether you can make a guess what's coming next. Is it a noun, a verb, or whatever? As I said, as I explained earlier, there are hints, there are keywords that give you good direction or good ways to figure out what the answers are. Okay, so that's it for today for the practice, and hopefully this video is helpful. If you think so, go ahead and share this to your friend. And if you have any questions, if you have any requests of what kind of video that you want me to discuss, simply comment at the bottom of this video. I would like to do another kind of video depending on what you are requesting. Okay, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.